A digital facial scrub can be used to clean and polish skin so it looks perfect as you'd see it in a magazine makeup layout, or just to slightly correct the most obvious flaws and blemishes in skin tone. So it's very flexible. Now to do this we need to have our channels palette open first of all, so I'll go to my channels palette here and I go to the red channel. Now I'm going to the red channel because of this. Look at that skin, not a single mark or blemish on it. That's because most of the problems you get with skin happen in the green channel and in the blue channel. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy this red layer and we're going to use this red channel as the basis for building a mask. Now the mask will then be applied to the image and it will clean away most of the flecks. So we go to Select All and then Edit, Copy. Okay, turn back on RGB, go back to Layers and then Edit, Paste. Okay, we've now placed in our black and white copy of the red layer. Now the trick here is we have to change the blending mode from normal to luminosity, which you'll find at the bottom of the mode list. Now it begins to make some sense. We get some pretty wild looking skin here, but what we now need to do is to restore some of the detail. So we do this by going back to our channels palette, and this time we're going to create what's called a luminosity mask. This is a bit of a hidden feature. With a PC you hold down your control key. If you're using a Mac you'll be holding down your command key and then click on the RGB thumbnail. This takes a selection of the luminosity values for this RGB image. It's like making a black and white copy of the luminosity values. Now with your black and white layer active, go to the Add Layer Mask icon at the bottom of the Layers palette and click. This will then throw down that luminosity value as a mask. So you've now created your luminosity mask on your black and white luminosity layer. This now restores a lot of the detail. So that's before and that's after. And without the mask, if I just block out the mask, that's before and that's after. So it does a pretty good job of returning the colors to something approaching normal. Now to fine tune this, the opacity for the layer can be adjusted all the way from the top level of 100% and gradually increase from 0 to the exact level of luminosity masking you'd like to apply for this facial scrub. Now the other thing that you can do for this, and I'll just put that back to 100%, is that the actual mask that you've placed down, you can fool around with that mask as well by using the Levels tool. If you go to Image Adjustments and open up the Levels command, it's just a black and white image, so this is ideal for the Levels command to correct. So if I increase, for example, the blackness of the blacks, I'll be taking them out of the equation for the luminosity mask, while at the same time preserving the changes to the skin. If I use the mid-tone slider, I can then further adjust how much it's going to apply that value. So I can be very precise. Use the white point marker and you can increase it even more. Drag the mid-tone to the right and you then reduce it. So by this method you can really fine-tune this thing to an incredibly high degree. So I'll say OK. And of course at the end of all this you can go back to your opacity control for the layer itself and again dial in the exact value you'd like. So it really is quite amazing how high a level of customization you can get for this digital facial scrub function. I think I'm happy with all of that. So this is before and this is after our facial scrub. It's a pretty nice technique.